Hello, hello, and hello to all of my Sagittarius. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Sagittarius. Let's get right into it, Sagittarius. Happy waning gibbous moon. It's a waning gibbous moon, Sagittarius. So guess what that means? You can do rituals anytime, whatever the moon phase is in. You can still do rituals at any time. So let's get into it. Waning gibbous moon is a time to relax, to really slow down, to open your mind and your heart, and boost your intuition, making you receptive to nature's messages and signals. And so this is really your time to decide what you are kind of like wrapping up this cycle, like preparing for this last quarter moon phase. We are still feeling the effects somewhat of the full moon in Leo, but we're also moving towards the last quarter moon in Scorpio. So if it does not fit into your universe, or if it does not align with your life purpose, it's time to let it go. It's time to release it in love. It's time to release it in love. Let's go, Sagittarius. Excuse me. Here we have the Nine of Swords. We also have the Queen of Swords. We also have the Six of Wands. We also have the Five of Wands. We also have the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So here we have the Nine of Swords, the Queen of Swords. We also have the Six of Wands. We also have the Five of Wands. We also have the Five of Pentacles. And also we have the Two of Pentacles. So Source really wants somebody to work on their shadow self. I mean, like really work on your shadow self. And part of working on your shadow self is getting more secure, more grounded, more rooted, so that when things rear its ugly head from any part of your universe, could be family things that upset you, something somebody say could trigger you, could cause you to blowtorch them and hurt them and be hurt in return. Source really wants somebody to do something very productive with their time. And so instead of allowing things to get to you so easily, Sagittarius, so it looks like additional streams of income are coming into your life, like you're very close to opening up your vault. And so opening up your vault just means whatever is behind, when you think about a bank vault, you think there's not just money in there, it's important papers, sometimes it's jewels in there. It is for, modern day, it could be marriage for somebody, it could be new friendships, it could be opportunities to really get you rooted and grounded and feeling secure in the neighborhood you live in, where you feel like, okay, I finally found somewhere I can live, and I don't see myself moving anytime soon. Like I feel like I'm going to buy property here. That could help somebody feel more rooted and grounded and secure in where they are. It could also, it's a lot of things that's happening, but somebody is so close to opening up their vault. And so you got to be careful when we're moving from between these phases within a cycle, because full moon is the most powerful and the most intense. And the next thing that's coming up after this waning gibbous moon is powerful is an understatement, because it's a moon, it's a last quarter moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is emotionally the most intelligent sign, but it deals with depth of emotions that a lot of people don't want to go there. That means I'm really looking at certain family members that I'm cutting off. I'm cutting off, finally cutting off that ex. I'm finally cutting off, finally deciding, hey, I've been on this job too long and it just doesn't serve my highest purpose. So there could be a lot of sensitivity going on around here that's kind of rearing its ugly head in your spirit right now. But I do see somebody victoriously. It could look like this. God is sending people away that could have added to your pain and triggering. A lot of times people don't know their presence could be triggering for you. It could be something they said or did that could have been triggering for you. So Source is really trying to ease your pain, Sagittarius. So pay attention to those God winks, all of those things that God is doing to you to kind of ease your pain a little bit. If you were frustrated because somebody was in your presence, or you feel like you were gonna run into somebody, or when I say run in, I'm saying encounter them again, maybe at work or whatever. Just in the nick of time, God may send them on a new assignment, a new job, or whatever. So you may not even, may not even realize just their presence, even if they didn't say anything to you, could have been overwhelming if you got a lot of other things that's coming up in your spirit. And so Source is trying to lighten your load a bit. So please be mindful of the blessings, all of the blessings coming from Most High God. all of the blessings coming from the Most High God, because the enemy is working overtime to irritate you, Sagittarius. And so any little thing, if God is telling somebody, go ahead and remove yourself from Sagittarius life, that's them being obedient to God to say, you don't need those kind of distractions in your life. Not saying that you're a distraction, but you don't need the distraction. They don't need the distraction. So let's just remove situations so that things can make everybody's life easier. Their life, your life, all of that. So that's what I'm seeing so far. We also have the King of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Chariot card, and also the Death Rebirth. So somebody has some kind of feeling like it could have been a business relationship, like a business marriage. You know how, like, when I say business marriage, I'm talking about like some kind of contractual agreement could be over with. And so that death rebirth, somebody could have really come through a really or it could have been a marriage, like a romantic marriage, like you said I do to your partner or significant other, whatever. But what Source is saying to you is that, again, and this keeps coming up in your reading, not to lump everybody in the same category. You may have been manipulated and lied to by a lot of people, and so it's not in your best interest to lump everybody in the same category, because remember, we're coming up on a new cycle. So something should have been lifted. So again, if Source is removing people from your life, don't look at it as a bad thing, and don't look at it sarcastically, or try not to look at it sarcastically. Look at it as like, okay, God, thank you for kind of lightening my load a bit. Thank you for helping me, with this. So I do see somebody at the end of a long and arduous journey. I do see you on the other side of something. So again, sometimes God removes people from your life to help you on your journey, not to hurt you and for you to be sarcastic or mean-spirited about it, like, oh, thank God that person left. Like, a lot of people have worked jobs where their manager was just miserable there, and it seemed like they were taking it out on everybody else, but then the manager gets called into a new job, or called, a better job, and then you find out later on, oh my God, they were catching all kinds of Hades from the top down. Their managers were dumping things on them and accusing them of stuff and setting them up, and they were trying to come to work. So my point is that you don't know what's going on, what heaviness is on other people. So if God removed people from your life, it's like, you know what, God, thank you. Just thank you, God. Try to keep your vibrations as high as possible. But like I said, here we got at least 8 streams of income, and also the King of Pentacles. The Source, there's a lot of money on the table here. Source is trying to really make somebody very, very wealthy. And again, with this death card, it's real tricky, just like a death of a loved one. It feels like a Scorpion's thing, actually. And so it can make somebody be happy one day, the next minute it can bring out the worst in a person. Just as you think you've healed from somebody's passing, all of a sudden something triggers her. You start crying, you get angry or frustrated. One minute you laughing at the happy times you all had together, and the next minute you were like, I don't want to get out of the bed. So the same thing could happen when a marriage ends. The same thing, a job ends, some kind of a friendship ends. A lot of things can have a lot of emotion, but Source wants you as an adaptable sign, a mutable sign, to focus on your health. Maybe drinking some herbal tea or something like that. That's just going to, like I said, keep you in high frequency. Anything that's going to keep you in high frequency. So let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see what else we have going on here. Don't let your past hold you back. This is a real opportunity for somebody to, like I said before, real opportunity for somebody to move along on their highest frequency, on a higher frequency from something ending. Because somebody was trying to decide, do I vibrate high or do I vibrate low about a situation? You could have been anticipating something, and Source is like, this problem already taken care of. It's already taken. You don't need to worry about, do you vibrate high or vibrate low. God said, I already took care of the situation for you. So you can either thank God and keep your vibrations high, not talk about certain things, and just say, okay, the thing that I was talking about that was causing me some things that were causing me stress, it's no longer causing me stress. So this is where you get a real opportunity to balance out your energy, because again, you're a divine masculine sign. Your energy is directed outward. God is trying to get somebody in receipt of restoring your reputation, restoring your wealth, your money. God is in trying to get you in receiving mode of some good things here. So you want to decree and declare that you're balanced. Trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them with words, feelings, and actions. So you only want to plant seeds of things that you want to grow, not of stuff in the past, because again, that'll mess up your money big time and have you walking past your vault. And I say money, I'm not talking about just paper and coins. I'm talking about your reputation, your security, your friendships that you look at them like family. It'll mess up all of that if somebody is, like I said, still burning mad and still cut like this, like literally, like it would be like. And I had to show another sign, this another zodiac sign, this like this right here, like source is trying to bring somebody into an enormous amount of wealth, right? But it'll look like somebody just like cut. If you're sitting around overthinking about, oh, I don't trust this person, and they this and that, and you try to lump everybody in the same category, or you assume that somebody left a situation because they were afraid of being exposed, or you had something on your mind you were going to say to them and you fired up and mad and all of that, Sagittarius. God said no. Don't think for 1 second that I removed them from your life because they were afraid. I removed them from your life to help you ascend higher, so that you could come into an enormous amount of wealth, healthy relationships, those kind of things. So never assume somebody's obedience is because of fear. It's only because the reverence of God, not for fear of human. So again, sources gave somebody an opportunity to say, something has already ended. It's over. You don't have anything to worry about. You don't have to be anxious about anything. It's over. It's already over. You never assume that people are afraid. Some people are just like, nope, I'm just moving on. I'm moving on. Something about something doesn't feel right. I got to protect my energy. I know exactly what my purpose is, and I'm moving on. So let's see what else we got going on here, and go ahead and close it out. Let's see what else we got going on here, and let's go ahead and close it out. Let's go ahead and close it out. Kindness, affirmations for kindness. I am full of loving kindness. I am full of goodwill toward those around me. I am surrounded by warmth. I embrace all wholehearted kindness. I am grateful for generosity shared by others. My smile could make someone's day. I allow the kindness in my heart to run free. That is what I have for you. I will see you guys on Sunday. Bye.